Woody from Yamaha, here to show you a little bit about portable keyboards. So we're going to start with what is the entry-level keyboard, the PSR E243. You'll notice that right off the bat it's the only one that's not glowing right here. It is missing very, very key features that make playing a keyboard possible. Making music is all about three things: playing the right note the right way, the right time. And on this keyboard, you can only play the right note at the right time, because there's no touch sensitivity. Here's me slamming the keyboard, and here's me playing a soft note. Okay, same exact effect, basically. PSR E343 has many, many, many more features. Let's go through and see what those features are. You've got split, you've got dual, and you've got harmony. When you push dual, you will automatically get
2 tones per key.
And the default is always strings, so piano and strings go together. Now if you notice there's a little finger right on there that says dual voice, so when you push and hold you get an additional feature. Push and hold dual voice, and now, an additional bit of functionality, which is you can change the dual voice. So
Gotcha.
Here we can go in and that's a contrabass.
Again, the primary voice being the piano, the secondary voice being your selected.
Right. With any of these keyboards, if you just want it to be a straight piano, the portable grand feature takes us back to a stereo sampled grand piano on every single one of the portable keyboards we make, and that actually goes back 15 years. So you never have to worry about it being too complicated. No matter what page you're in, wherever you're at, portable grand, the split feature. Push split, defaults to, what would you guess?
Piano and strings. No, well, piano and bass. Piano and bass, that's the default.
And a lot of people, what they're going to want to do, how do I get a bass on this side and keys on that side? All you have to be able to do is push the split button. Now if you want there to be a Rhodes on this side and piano on this side, you can do that too. And again,
holding down the button.
Holding down the button now gives you the split voice itself, different kinds of bass. A lot of people will like that it's an acoustic bass, jazz trio. You've got a jazz trio here, right? And the final one with harmony, what that does is allows you to do different things with the note. The one that I like to show is people think harmony, they just think duos and trios, that kind of thing. So when I push and hold harmony type, I like to show them this one, which is the trill, because they really...
What number is trill?
Well, it's just one of the... There's a series of trills. There's,
okay.
So it starts on number 6. And tremolo. So it's a lot of fun stuff, and again, portable grand. Okay, next thing, this is a new feature actually on the PSR E343. It's the ultra-wide stereo / master EQ type. So with the ultra-wide stereo, you can actually hear it get bigger here. Splits the stereo spectrum if you know anything about the way stereo works. Sounds a little closer. Push it. Sounds a little further. Master EQ type is going to be, it's got headphone, it's got boost, speaker. So speaker, headphone, boost, and piano. And basically those are just, remember in your car when it's like type rock, pop, whatever, there was a kind of an era where we had master EQ type in your car.
Presets, yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. Again, portable grand. Now, portable grand is not going to overwrite the master EQ type or the ultra-wide stereo. If you want to reset everything on all of our portable keyboards and digital pianos, while holding down the highest key, turn the keyboard on. And you'll actually see it say clear backup. So now everything is reset. The next feature over here says aux in volume and melody suppressor. This is also another brand new feature on the PSR E343. Basically what it does, it's like a center cancel, like they have like a karaoke creator, where you can take a piece of music off of your phone or iPad or whatever else, put it in through the aux in, and then play the music through the keyboard speakers, and it'll eliminate the sound of the vocal. And on some songs it does a really fantastic job. And then of course by pushing and holding you can adjust the aux in volume. So there's an and that's the aux input right here.
Right.
We also have USB in. And what that does, the best feature, this is a brand new development this year on the PSRE 243 and 343. You can actually engage these features on that keyboard, things like this. Things like the arpeggiator, which used to be reserved for this keyboard, you can actually now do on this keyboard with an app. You can also do things like this, filter. Over there what you do is you do it by sliding, filter this direction, pitch bend. It's got this on it, a little pitch bend and modulation wheel on the end. So if you've noticed, these have never come with those before.
Right.
So it's an inexpensive way to add this kind of functionality here. The app is free. You could hold a key and just bend the pitch like that, just with USB. You don't need to do any setup or anything. This would be modulation. And then when you go into the settings, of course there is your arpeggiator. You can set for hold, you can set the type of arpeggio.
And this is on the App Store, and it was called what again?
It was called Sound Controller, Yamaha Sound Controller. So you can add reverb, chorus. So this is what it would look like if you did reverb and chorus, right?
Right.
Pretty neat, huh? So in the Yamaha lesson mode, I recommend picking a song. Something like Twinkle, 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 Little Star, that'd be a good one. And listening basically just allows you to listen to the song and listen to what the lead is. Timing is the next one, which is cool. So you'll see number 2 on there is timing. You'll also see the default is right and left hand. We actually want to start with the right hand. So right here, you'll select right, and then we'll push play, or sorry, we'll push timing, which is pushing this button twice. So once it goes to the intro, if you see what I did right there, that goes back to that whole playing the right note at the right time, the right way thing. You learn to play the right time. Push it 3 times. We'll go through the intro once again. And it'll wait for you to play the right note. And now it actually tells you, if you look on there, what... So the next thing would be the chord dictionary. Chord dictionary is another push and hold feature, if you see on there. So you push and hold this button, and it says dictionary pops up. And you'll notice on the, this is kind of covered up, but you'll notice it says root right there. You don't need to take that.
That's right.
Well, you notice root, and here's all the different root types. You can see a C right there. So let's select a C first. And you notice right on the keyboard already the C pops up. You can see the C spelled out. And then here you see chord type. So if you want to choose a minor chord, for example, and when parents actually see how in-depth you can get, we have a 7 flat 13, for example, a 7 sharp 11. Let's just start with a C minor chord. So the only thing that's a little bit out of whack here is that you play it in the bass clef, but we'll just ignore that. So when you play the right chord, and you notice it's not a piano sound, it's actually a sustained. You learn the right chord. So that's really neat. Again, you can do it with any one of the chord roots. We could do a D minor 6. Oh, sorry. Right? And what's really nice is it shows you what keys to push. It shows you what it looks like in the clef also. So there's 3 basic modes: song, voice, and style.
Gotcha.
You're really going to be in one of those 3 modes. All the time. You'll be using one of those three things. So song is like the Twinkle Twinkle Little Star thing. If you hit play, the song will be playing. So and you can. Right. You can play over top of a song. Voice is going to be something, obviously, just a voice, a single voice, which can then be added with dual, split, harmony, whatever. And then style. Now what style is you hit play, and it's basically just a drum groove. Now you see right here where it says style? You can also hit accompaniment on, and this is what's called auto accompaniment. So by hitting a G chord, it defaults to the major. If you hit the key one step lower, one half step lower, it makes a minor. And sorry, I actually said that wrong. There's different ways of chording. It's the next black key down makes it minor. The next white key down makes it a seventh. So if you, again, it's a seventh. That's basically how you can songwrite. I mean, you can come in and perform chords with whatever kind of groove you want. So this is the Brit Rock. We've also got 8-beat, modern, cool, all this other stuff. Tons and tons of features, which are one other thing in the song mode, where we have actually the controls up top. I didn't show you that, so A, B, repeat, all that. One other final thing is if you go into voice mode and you want to record, let's choose like something that'll, well actually we'll just record here. All you have to do to record is push record. You have to hit nothing else, and then as soon as you play, and it says writing, and then you hit record, and the one button, and now you go. So it's a 2-track recorder. And what's cool is if you want to, you can mute either one of those. Right, just by pushing the button with the associated track.
So then how do you clear it of the recorded track?
Well, that all you'd have to do is record over top of that part.
I see.
So if you took off this, and all we'd have to do is now hit record, and we'd record right over that existing track. That's our new song. And you know, you can obviously change voice too. So
Right around the corner here.
and then of course same thing, you just go record. As we move up the ladder, the surprising thing is some of the features actually go in reverse because of the fact that these are newer keyboards. These can't be controlled by apps. They don't have the ultra-wide stereo. They don't have the melody suppressor. But they have more keys, which is what people at these price points are going to be looking for. They're box-style keys, you'll notice, as opposed to just the flat keys. We have what's called a graded soft touch action, GST. And what that means is that the bottom is actually heavier than the top, which simulates the action of a grand piano. So graded soft touch, 76 notes, 88 notes, and outside of that, essentially the exact same keyboard. The only other difference that you get with this is you get a stand. So for the extra $150, you're paying for more notes and the stand. And a better speaker system too. You'll notice almost everything on these keyboards is the same. The upgrades are get a 5-track sequencer instead of the 2-track sequencer. You also get to record the accompaniment part. With the screen, it opens up the window of playing what we call scorch files or karaoke files. And what that is, so if we go into the song here, you'll see I like to choose something that has actual lyrics in it, like this. And you push play, and then push lyrics. And you'll notice First we'll push score, sorry. Makes you wait in between.
That's a good case. Yeah.
So there's the score.
Mm-hmm.
All right, the total for today comes out to 150.
You're golden.
So you can see the little bouncing ball.
Mhm.
And if you push score again, and that actually gives you a different view.
Mm-hmm.
Right, so it's either expanded score or not. If you do put in a song that's got lyrics associated with the MIDI file, then it plays the lyrics back. Like a karaoke machine. So that's a feature that's not going to be available on this keyboard. And that's due to the screen. So 3 upgrades on this from this. Screen, stand, more keys. This easy song arranger. So let's say you pick Amazing Grace here. That might be kind of a weird one to show with. Maybe we'll try it with Hallelujah chorus. Well, when you push the easy song arranger, what it'll let you do is change the style of any song.
Sure.
But where this really comes into play is that our MIDI files, like let's say you put in Coldplay, and it's a rock song. It's got, actually they call that style the Brit rock style. Da, 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 da. You can make that a club song. So you can play clocks club style.
Sure.
So that's a pretty neat thing. But if you think about the flexibility of what you could do with popular songs, but you can load in pop songs. That's the whole key part.
Again, from Yamaha.
USB. Yep.
USB.
Yeah, YamahaMusicSoft.com. In fact, on this keyboard, I can actually show you the same basic setup.
Yeah, these all have a common thread in terms of the features and how they function.
For sure. And I'll show you one final feature that is actually going away, and I'm mad at Yamaha for this, but whatever, because I think it's really cool. So I am a sax player by trade. So everything else I'm basically a hack on. For the record, everyone, just in case you're judging me, but here's how. Right? That's what he's given it. I push this button in. It's auto-tuned for your fingers, right?
Very good.
That's the PAT, Performance Assistant. So, I love that feature. But they're taking it away. Most of the people that are going to be looking at P105 versus a P35, because this customer is looking for 88-note weighted action pianos. So they've got our graded hammer standard action. So it's the GHS action. This keyboard, and they both have, like I said, graded, meaning that the lower keys are firmer than the top keys to simulate a real grand piano.
Gotcha.
On this keyboard, pushing a button gives you the sound you want. Pushing it twice gives you the sound below the top sound.
Exactly.
So grand piano 2, electric piano. Push 2 keys together, you get a layer. Split, I don't remember off the top of my head. I do remember this feature, which is pretty cool. Demo song and rhythm is going to be what you use to activate the functionality, and you can just look at the manual to see what it is that you want to get. Demo song and rhythm in the highest G, for example.
The instrument or balance. Okay.
It's a mode called Duo. And so what it does is essentially cuts the keyboard in half, then takes the top and puts it on the bottom.
Sure.
Or the bottom puts it on the top, whatever. So it makes it so that... Great for giving lessons. So you can have the teacher up here and the student down there.
Exactly.
And you've actually got dual headphone outs. So in any environment, basically that's one huge upgrade on this. Also you've got built-in rhythms, you've got USB, and you've got a better sounding sounds plus the buttons. That duo mode, and
This will take the stand with the pedal attachment. That will not.
and this also has auxiliary outputs,
Right.
so you can go directly into a speaker in a professional situation. So this is kind of our entry-level professional stage piano in that respect. And the piano sample is a pure CF sound, so pure CF sample. And that's about it.
Very good, buddy.
Yeah.
Very good.
And the same thing applies with the reset of these, pushing and holding the highest key and turning it on.
Very good.
That's it.
Very good.